Hey, it's your boy Matt here. This is an admin video for Tac0 for 30th of April 2025. So, commodification and Tac0. Tac0 takes the form of an ideological and pseudo-religious movement. Uh, what is pseudo-religious? Who knows? Kind of seems to be the same thing as ideology in a lot of ways. But the main thing is that the people who are engaged in the project need to be looked after, and that includes the consumers. I'm going to compare Tac0 to an organization called Games Workshop. They make these little figurines, these little models, little statues. I suppose in a way we're both in the modeling industry. And they've got these stories behind them. They've got lore behind them. And it takes the form of sort of this, these religious stories. So there's these guys called the Necrons, and they're these aliens who enslaved their god after their god enslaved them. And they are kind of like robots. They're human souls, not human souls, the souls of this alien species encased in these robot forms. It's the kind of really cool lore that slightly Spurgisy guys kind of fawn over. It's a lot of fun. And the value of these models is quite high. Not because of the plastic itself. Plastic itself is quite cheap. It might take Games Workshop $4 or $5 to make a model kit, but they'll sell that model kit for $100, $200, $500. And the value of that model kit comes from the stories, the lore, the player base, the interaction with it all. Now, a while ago, they changed the lore regarding the Necrons, and they used to have this really cool story, and they changed the story. I can't remember the details because this is a franchise I only loosely follow. I like it, but I'm not all in on it, and it pissed a lot of people off. At the same time, these models are very expensive. And that's been a constant running concern for Games Workshop and the community. Well, mainly the community, because often they think that Games Workshop's kind of taking the piss a bit. So, my point is that if there's commodification for Tac0, this is an ideological movement which is meant to take care of its people. And that means commodification which takes place needs to be respectful of people who are involved in it. It's okay to charge a decent amount for the quality of service which is being provided, and the quality of that service comes from the stories and the lore and the social movement that we've been able to create, and that money needs to go back into the social movement. Okay? That's what makes us different from Games Workshop, is that it's not a case where we're like Starbucks, where Starbucks is a better example, where they are very much a purely for-profit business, but they might charge you an extra 50 cents or $1 because they're trying to carbon offset all of what they're doing. They've got some charities. It's greenwashing. No, we're not greenwashing. This is a political movement. We're more similar to the Australian Labor Party, who owns a large amount of poker machines in their Labor clubs. Instead of like that, my idea is that we have these games, these licenses based off the Tac0 game, based off people who are engaged in the story of Tac0. And because of that, we need to take care of consumers. That's my point. They're not just consumers, they're participants in the ideological movement. It's kind of, I don't want to end up with this thing turning into something like the Church of Scientology, where people who are a part of it are actively exploited.